So welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to a location that I have never been. And this is the first location of what I told you that is about 1 hour away from my house. So it's 15 minutes further than that I was normally going, but I just needed some new locations, like I'm doing today. So Walter is already here. He knows this place, so he's going to show me around. Hopefully we can find some nice shots, but you can see there is a bit of a haze on the horizon. There were some patches of fog on my way here, so hopefully we can find some interesting shots. Would be nice. So let's try and find something. So this is the first shot of the day. There's a beautiful tree in the middle of this field, and it's now white with all those flowers on the side of it. So it looks really nice, and because it's a bit further away, you can see in the back there, it's standing before that dark forest. So you have a really dark background with a little bit of haze, and then this little white tree with a nice shape in front of it. So it's a real simple shot. So let me show you on the back of the camera what I'm talking about here. So you can see this is the shot. It's all about this tree. I think eventually it will be a square image. I'm not quite sure, and I'm keeping the sky off because it overexposes a lot. And maybe when the sun is up, some beautiful side light will appear here, and then illuminating all that haze in that background. So that's what I'm hoping for. It's a few minutes before sunrise at the moment, so I was right on time. And it's looking promising. If you look at the sky here above, some clouds that could lit up nicely. So absolutely worth coming here. So good tip from Walter, I guess. It's always nice to visit some new areas, refresh some new energy into photography, seeing some new stuff that you haven't photographed before. So it's gonna be a great day, great day. So what a spot is this? There are lone trees everywhere, so amazing. And just look at this one. It's a little bit too close to the background here in the back, but a beautiful tree with a little bit of fog underneath it. But the most beautiful trees are on this side with that beautiful backlight, and we can shoot this one with some side light. So there are different opportunities here throughout this field, and we already saw some deer here walking. A lot of photographers out here, so this is the more crowded area of the country. You won't believe it, but I live in a less crowded area, if you can speak of that in the Netherlands. But there's definitely potential here. So we're gonna wait until the sun is popping over there, and then I'm gonna shoot those two trees over here with some beautiful light coming from behind it. So that would be really nice. So just waiting, I think 5 minutes, then we will be fine. And in the meantime, I'm going to shoot that white tree in the back over there. So I'm keeping my eye over there, but shooting on this side. Look, this is the shot on this direction, so facing away from the sun. You have this beautiful white tree here, and I'm keeping it underexposed. So this forest around it is going to be a little bit darker, and there's a little bit of haze underneath this tree. And why I'm underexposing is in post-processing I'm going to pull up those whites, which will probably pull out that tree from the background. So I hope that's going to work. So it's actually this tree over here. So this is the tree on the other side, and you can see by using a portrait, I'm creating a little bit of unsharpness in this foreground, but there is a sort of a line in this grass leading towards this tree that I'm putting on the left top here. Due to the sun rising behind those trees in the back, you can see it, you won't see that background anymore. It's going to get dark and this tree is going to light up more and more. So yeah, it's actually pretty far away, so I'm shooting it with the 150 to 400 here. And at the moment that the sun is going to come over the tree line, it will probably have some beautiful light here. You can already see that tree lighting up. Every second it's getting lighter and lighter, so that's what I'm hoping for. With that dark background, I would love that I could have been a little bit higher, a little bit of a hill here that I could stand on, but that's just not the case, so that's a shame. But yeah, right now it looks pretty epic, so yeah, taking this shot, I think it's absolutely worth it. So yeah, this is it. Wow, the light that we are having is just phenomenal. It's absolutely great. And after a winter here in the Netherlands with only rain and grey days, this is maybe the first time in 4 months, and I'm not lying to you about that we're having a beautiful clear sky and that I'm in a spot where I can actually use it. And just look behind me here. What I love about this is the further you get back, those little trees, they come in front of that dark woodland in the background, and because the sun is rising behind there, you get this beautiful glow behind your subject. And just look at this tree that I'm photographing right now. Yeah, you can see that you can't see anything of those trees in the background. It's just golden light with this beautiful white tree. Took a little bit of foreground here. Yeah, it looks amazing. These are the kind of shots that I'm looking for. It's pretty simple, but absolutely great. So I'm quickly going to take this shot and then we're going to head on. The funny thing is there are about 10 photographers standing a bit on that hill there in the back. So we were talking about maybe they are seeing something special. So we're going to take these shots, then walk over there and see if we can see what they are seeing. But yeah, sorry, not too much B-roll today, unfortunately. But this is just amazing. So well, happy I did the drive. This is about 1 hour from my house. So yeah, absolutely worth it. So this week I joined a masterclass by P. Arts, and one of the things he talked about was the factor luck in photography, that you had to have a large piece of luck to your photography. It's not all about planning and knowing things, and luck comes in. And while I'm photographing this last tree here, a deer walked into the frame in the right bottom, and yeah, creating a magical shot with that tree, that light, and then a silhouette of a deer in the right bottom. Absolute crazy shot. So yeah, let me show you this image. You know, this is why I love photography, these unexpected moments when you totally don't expect it, these things happen. Walked a little bit further than the last shot, and we're now on the road where the deer is sitting that we just shot behind that tree there, and it is staying there all the time, and we are taking some really nice images with that light, so you get these white lines around the deer. It looks really amazing. But then a woman with a dog walked in and it scared the deer, so it ran away, unfortunately. But yeah, what a moment, absolutely great. So I think we have some really nice shots of the deer. He was putting his horns against a little tree. Yeah, I don't know how you call it, scrubbing it against that tree. So yeah, it looked really nice. But then I walked a little bit further and I noticed a beautiful green tree on that side. So let me show you on the back of the camera what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this tree on the left here, and it just looks really nice with that path coming in from the bottom there. So I think this will be about the shot. I'm not going to include the sky, it's just way too bright, but I can just keep that tree underneath that tree line there. And that just looks amazing. So I'm quickly going to take that shot. Walter ran to the front to see what those other people are photographing. So as long as he isn't screaming to me or waving, then I know I can still get this shot. So really nice. So yeah, taking the shot. What a location, absolutely great. It's nice to be out here to get that energy again from beautiful places in the Netherlands, you know. I've been having a bit of a lack of inspiration since I got back from Sweden. So yeah, it's really nice to have a morning like this. So yeah, sorry for my enthusiasm. Maybe you like it, I don't know. Maybe you don't, but I actually don't care. So I'm enjoying myself, that's the most important thing here. So just look at this next composition here. Let me show you on the other side. I hope you are able to see it, but at the end of this road there's a beautiful white tree on the edge of that dark forest. And while I was walking here, I saw this path leading towards that tree. So I actually zoomed into it, and you can see it here if I show you the video footage. There's a bench here on the left bottom. That you have that tree at the right, that other trees on the left, and you only have that white smudge on top there on the left. So I'm underexposing it a little bit to make sure that I won't overexpose that sky, so I can still use it in the frame. I think it actually looks really nice, really, yeah, I don't know how you say that, tranquil, silent. Yeah, I don't know, because of that, it's just because of that bench, you know. It would be nice if someone would have sit there, but I don't know. But I'm gonna walk a little bit further because I want this tree that's standing in the light in front of that dark forest, and then just a tree. That would actually be really nice. So yeah, walking over there, taking that shot, I think it's absolutely worth it. So I found another angle on this white tree, and we walked a little bit further, and now you can see that from here you can't see the path, but you can isolate that white tree in front of that dark forest, and it looks really, really magical. But the foreground here is a little bit disturbing. So if you go down, and let me show you on the camera what happens, you can use this header here as a unsharp foreground, which makes it a really nice shot. So you have this unsharp foreground of header, and then this tree in a dark forest as the main subject on top. But I'm just shooting it as a 1x1. So let me try to show you on the back of the camera what happens if you go down like that. So you see that tree really pops from that dark background, but if you go down a little, this is a bit disturbing. So if you go all the way down here, you can see that this becomes part of a bit of a composition. So I hope you could see it on that video footage. A little bit difficult because this is a 16:9 and I'm actually shooting it as a 1x1 image, and yeah, it just looks really nice. So I'm going to search for a nice spot where this foreground has the most most addition to this scene. So let's see, there are a couple of people walking in front now, and the sun keeps disappearing behind some small clouds. So we have to wait for the right sun, no people, good composition, and then we have a really nice shot of this tree. So let's see what we can do here. So this is a good tip when you're photographing an area like this that's pretty open and the sun is already up quite high. You can have to be careful here. The sun is pretty high up at the moment. And what I always like to do is I like to keep the side with the sun in front me. What happens then if there are trees that are smaller than the background, so the sun is rising behind the tree line over there, and all those trees that are a little bit in front of that tree line are completely lighting up, and especially these silver birch trees, they are this light green color. It looks really nice, and there are a couple of these white trees there. So if you underexpose these images, and you can see it on this video footage that I'm recording, yeah, it gives an amazing contrast with only that lit up tree with that dark background, and I think that's really working. So yeah, what a magical place. I've never been here before, so yeah, took some really nice images, and Walter's been here a lot and he's a bit complaining because there's no fog and he has better conditions, but that's the nice thing, you know. Sometimes an area isn't that magical, and sometimes it is. And what I like about this scene I'm shooting right now is those three trees next to each other just going smaller and smaller in the same amount and then lit up before that dark background. Yeah, I really like that, and I'm here for the first time, so I'm noticing these things. And Walter knows trees like this that normally look much better in other conditions. But yeah, that's the beauty, you know. Two different photographers see completely different things. Absolutely worth it. So this is the shot that I'm taking right now of these three trees, and hopefully this is going to work out. So this is the end of today's video. I think some pretty amazing images from an area that I haven't been before. So I have to thank Walter for dragging me out here. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Especially that shot. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. You already know if it worked out or not. But that shot with the white tree and then that deer underneath it, absolute magic moment. So yeah, hope to be back here someday. But the problem is this is on the most crowded side of the country, and to drive over here for me on a weekend day, so this is in the weekend, it took me over an hour. And imagine that with much more traffic on the road in the Netherlands, it could cost me about 3 hours to get here if I'm having a bad day. So yeah, it's not an area that I can visit regularly, unfortunately, but going into summer with sunrise times getting much higher, so I can get here way before traffic, it offers some opportunities. So yeah, nice new area, and yeah, hope to be back here someday. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a comment. Let me know which images you like or which you don't like or whatever. Always like to communicate with you. And don't forget, please push the thumbs up button, and there's a subscribe button underneath the video. If you push that and select all on the notification bell, you will get a message when I release my next video. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.